No, none of the guy. He went wrong as hell, though.
Hi, YouTube. So today, what are we talking about? I wanted to do a video about misogyny. Actually, I tried to do a video about misogyny, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you. It's really depressing. Like, I don't like always talking about these topics that are kind of like social issues that we have in the Black community, and like how, like, what we need to shed a light on and what we don't need to, what we need to stop doing. Or, sorry, my baby is like right next to me, just being a baby. Okay, I would show you him, but there's so many weird people on YouTube. Like, there's so many great people on YouTube too, but there's also a lot of creepers. So I don't really like show my kids anymore on YouTube, and the videos that I had, I just removed them. I went private on my other social media platforms, just so that, like, you know, they can live a normal life and we can be safe, because like the world has come to an end. World War III, pandemic, epidemic, right? Apparently, Iran is down with the Black peoples, but everybody else, you know, they got hands for everybody else. But, you know, Black people's like, we're good, apparently. So if y'all get drafted, just know, if you're Black, or if you're not necessarily Black, but you kind of brown, you could maybe pass for Black. Just let them know if you get into a tight situation, okay? But to be perfectly honest with you, I don't really know if I trust them all like that. Like, I hear what they're saying, but seeing what they did to their own people, you know, I don't know what to do with that. But anyway, today we're supposed to be talking about misogyny, and that is basically when people get together and they blame the Black lady. It is her. Why does she want to work? Most of us don't. Like, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I would absolutely kill to stay at home with my kids. Absolutely kill to stay at home with my kids, and my job would be to take care of them. We would be going to the park, to the library, to the science museum. I'd be making them peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Like, being a housewife sounds wonderful to me. I don't know why some women are so miserable being housewives. I don't know. You know, I'm sorry if you're dealing with depression. I know that shit sucks. But me, if I had to be a housewife, I would be a happy housewife, because me and my kids would be getting out. We'd be getting out, and we'd be doing stuff in the park, or they'd be going to school, and I would be walking around looking at the wind with my knitted scarf, you know, just like waiting for my man to come home. But unfortunately, there's something called inflation, and so therefore I have to work. And when I work, Anthony helps me out with the household chores, and it's a lot on us both, and sometimes it breaks us both down. So, like, honestly, like, I can't imagine what women go through when they don't have a partner that wants to help them at all. Like, sometimes, obviously, there are things that I do more because I'm a woman, and that's just like kind of, or I shouldn't say because I'm a woman. I would just simply say I don't really know when to give myself a break. I was raised around a lot of people. A lot of people in my family are quite misogynistic, unfortunately, and they have this deep-seated, like, belief. It's ingrained in them that, like, a woman's job is to keep her house, like, pristine, and there's no regard for, like, if she's working. Like, there's people that are boomers in my family and in other families. I'm aware of this because people talk about it online. We talk about it all the time, even at work. The older generation, I guess they have amnesia to when they, like, sacrificed their careers and they had a choice. Like, do I stay working? It's a choice. We don't fucking have a choice. Like, the median income is $80,000 a year, and, like, nobody can afford a house or average size family on that salary. So if that's the median income, but nobody can afford to live a normal life or a traditional life on that limited income, I don't know why we're expecting people to value traditionalism. Like, it looks nice, but it's not practical. So how can I really value delusion? Like, it's delusional for me to be like, hey, you guys suffer and I'll just stay home and pretend like everything's great. Like, I have to work. Like, that's just it. And a lot of other women, brown, Black, white, however, okay, like, we have to work and do it all, pretty much. And when we have people that are supportive in our family units and it helps. But oftentimes we don't have that, or we'll have like people that are like, hey, I'm here because, you know, clearly you're struggling, but mentally I'm judging you, you know, like how dare you be not want to do the dishes today, like how dare you not want to like, you know, like do like why are you putting your feet up today? Like, I don't care if your feet are swollen, you just had a baby, so what? I just had a baby and I was cooking and cleaning. Like, it's just so weird. Like boomers are weird to me. Like, y'all are so fucking weird. I'm sorry. Like, I don't like to look at a generation or any group of people and be like, you're like this, and you're like that. But in this case, I don't really care too much, to be honest. Like, with how things are going and then what's expected of millennials and Gen Z, at this point, I feel like the older generation is extremely delusional. And let's talk about the platforms that people built on misogyny. You know, there's so many successful people on YouTube that have built a career off of misleading men and breaking down households in the name of like what they believe is justice. I'm happy that there are people on this platform who are men and women who shine a light on mental health, because like it's a big thing in the Black community. One of the main things that will cause a family to fall apart is lack of resources and mental health. Those are like the two main things, I guess. But what I see is, in the Black community, instead of looking at it like, oh, you know, we're Black men are struggling with their mental health, and so what you get is a lot of children that don't have fathers, and what you get is a lot of families that fall apart. And when people get married, you also get that they're divorcing. So like, why is that? Well, men are expected to be leaders, but in a Black community, a lot of men are struggling with their mental health. So it's kind of hard to like lead if you're not able to self-regulate, like if you're struggling in that way. And then there's the stigma behind it. And the stigma comes from the older generation, which is why I'm like, oh, these people are so fucking weird. Like, I don't want to say anything else because I don't really like being negative, but I see the atrocities, I see the ignorance, I see it, and I don't want my kids to like adapt it. I just kind of want I want the mindset and the energies of the past that are really toxic to dissipate with the people that are aging and dying. And I know that's like really harsh. I get it. Somewhat like, but it's just kind of like, we're collapsing for a very good reason in the West. The reason why we're collapsing is because we decided to prioritize materialism, and we decided to prioritize exploitation. Like, people will literally get off on exploiting each other and just being superficial and materialistic. And I see a lot of that happening in the Black community, and I've seen it for the past 20 years. I'm 35. Since I was 15, there's just been common themes of exploiting Black women, trafficking, mental health issues, ignoring the mental health issues, materialism. That's all I've seen since I was a teen in my community. Consumerism, materialism, misogyny, exploitation. So like, for the past 20 years, it's 2026, so since 2006, that's what people have seemingly been on. But somehow it is because of like, it's because of Black women. That's like the misogynoir part. Like, we're the reason why, and we're not really the reason why. It's just bullshit. It's just easier to look at somebody that is vulnerable and that could be an easy target, and then just like use them as a scapegoat. So I'm thankful for like the platforms on YouTube that are really like talking about the true issues in our community. And I hope that that continues and we dismantle the channels that obviously guide people. There's one channel in particular, this dude, I think his name is Andre, I'm not too sure, but like he has like 1 million subscribers, and like all he does is everything is misogynoir with this guy. Everything. And then there's like sometimes like sprinkled in his content is how to build wealth. And that's a good thing. And traditionalism. And that's a good thing. But the rest is misogynoir. It's black women are the reason for the downfall of this and that and this and that. Not mental health, not lack of resources, not the fact that the government is shit. No. Women. Like, seriously. That's just, it's crazy. And he has sponsors, and there's people that are rallying behind this dude, and it's sensationalism, and I get that it makes money, but at what cost? That's all I gotta say. I don't want to keep talking about shit like this because it's super depressing, and I'm not really the best when it comes to delivering these type of messages, but I say it because I care about it a great deal, okay? But I am a Mercury and Scorpio, so sometimes my delivery is not the best. I wish you guys the best. Peace and blessings. Bye.